Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are doing extremely well. So today we are going to discuss another interesting question on the geometry that is nothing but the predecessor and successor of an element. So if you have this question is based on the concept that we discussed in the previous video that was nothing but the multi-solver. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch that video. The link of that video is in the description box. So let's discuss the problem statement. In this question we are provided with a geometry and one more element, that is the what if I can say it is a critical element or a pivot element. For that element I need to find the predecessor, immediate predecessor and immediate successor. Means in this question we need to do a pre-order traversal of a geometry, and during the pre-order traversal we need to find that element immediate predecessor and immediate successor. So this is the problem statement. Hope you got it. So pause this video right now, try to solve it by yourself, and then watch the solution video. I hope you have tried it by yourself. Let's try to understand uh, the intuition behind this question, and let's try to solve it. So actually, as I told you during the explanation of the question, the intuition was nothing but the same that we discussed in the multi-solver problem. Means here we do nothing, we just do the pre-order traversal, and during the pre-order traversal, like we do the pre-order traversal like this, we keep on moving 110 120, we reaches to the 90, that is the critical point. For this 90, in the pre-order traversal, for this 90, the node that is access before that is 120. So this 120 will be nothing but our predecessor. We now let's complete our pre-order traversal, keep on traversing like this. So the node that was accessed just after the critical point, that is the 90, that was nothing but this 40. So 40 will be our successor. So we need to print both of these points. This is a problem statement, and I hope you got the problem statement and the intuition behind this question. Now the point is that how do we solve it? Like we know the intuition and we know what is the problem statement. Now how do we solve it? So for solving, I'm going to use another method, that is I'm going to divide my geometry into different sections, like the section 0, section 1 and section 2, and I am going to update my predecessor and successor based on some conditions of the sections. Okay, like listen it very carefully what I'm going to say right now, that I am going to update my predecessor unless and until I'm working in the section 0, and my section 0 will get updated to the section 1 the moment I reach to the critical point. Okay, and I am going to keep on updating my section 1. I'm going to keep I'm going to keep updating my predecessor unless and until I'm not reached to the section 2, and I'm going to update my section 2 just after the section 1. Okay, so I know that it will be quite uh, difficult for you to understand what I explained, right, what I said right now, but let's try to understand it here. Dry run. Okay, so we know we have a variable like predecessor and successor. Okay, we keep on updating, like I told you that we keep on updating our predecessor the moment we are working on the section 0. So here we are working on the section 0, we keep updating our predecessor will become 10, then 20, and then 50, then 60, then 30, then 70, 50, 60, 70. After 70 it become 80, after 80 it become 110, 110, after 110 it become 120, after 120 it become 90. Okay, the moment we reach to the 90, my predecessor is storing the value 120, and we reach to the critical point, means we update our section. Now means section 0 is completed, we are working on the section 1. We have updated our section value, so means we can't update our predecessor anymore. Now we can work on the successor. Okay, what we'll do, we keep on, let's complete our traversal. Okay, we keep on traversing. For the 90 we move to the 40, and we update our successor with the 40. This 40 successor get updated with the 40. So here you can see, I told you during the explanation of the concept, like the moment we change, we move to the we just cross the critical point. The moment we just cross the critical point, we just update our section. Means immediately we change our section from section 1 to the section 2. Now the moment we reach 40, we change its section from section 1 to the section 2. Means now we start working on the section 2, but during the section 2 we can't update our successor. Means our section value get updated with 40 and we keep on working on this part. Okay, I know that still it is quite unclear to you, but let's try to code it first and then try to analyze that how our code help us to achieve this. Okay, so here two elements are provided. It is the predecessor and successor. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a pre-order traversal for node child, node.children, and I'm going to recursively call this function again and again. Sorry, here it will be child and data. Okay, now I need to work on some condition. Let me create one more variable that will denote my section, and at first I'm working under this section 0. Okay, so if my section value is 0, if my section value is 0 and my data is not equals to node.data, means if you are working on this, then okay, wait, let's make it more simple. Okay, let's first write the condition of if data become equals to the node.data. The moment we reach to the critical point, like I am calling it a critical point, the moment we reach to the critical point, we change our section from 0 to the 1. Okay, now I'm updating that. I'm checking that if my critical section is 0, I'm updating my predecessor. Let me copy this name. I'm going to copy it predecessor with node.data. Okay, let's write. Okay, here let's write here else if. Else, what we are going to do, the moment we reach here, we update the successor and put node.data into it and update section to the 2. Okay, let's try to run this. So here we are getting a compilation error. No static variable. Okay, so we have not made it a static. Make it a, we have not made it static. We are incompatible types and not be converted to node.data. Static node. Okay, it is node and I'm storing wrong data. Okay. Okay, sorry, we need to check whether else if section value is 1 or not, because here you can see that within the else part it will take all it will keep on updating my successor, just because when the case of section equals to 2 arise, it will keep on updating my successor. So let's try to run now. Okay, so you can see here it get accepted. Let's try to run it, submit it, sorry, for all the test cases, and it is accepted. Let's try to run it with a small, let's try to run the code, how it will work according to a requirement. Okay, let me just remove, right, so let me just remove this and this, or so desktop. Okay, let me take this code to my whiteboard to get a better understanding of it. Okay, so this is a code. So what we are going to do, we are going to do a pre-order traversal. We start iterating from here. You can see here the section value is 0. We keep on updating my predecessor value. Predecessor value get updated with the node. At first it get updated with 10, then 20, then 50, then 60, get updated with here. The moment we reach here means predecessor get value updated with this 120 also. Okay, the moment we reach to the 90 means when my data become reaches to the node data, which reaches to the critical point, I update my section 1. So means I can't update predecessor anymore. Now I am at the section 1. So what I'm going to do now, I'll keep completing on my pre-order traversal. Okay, now I move to the next point. Here this point is completed, this point is completed. The moment I reach here, the section value is 1, critical section value is 1. I just increment my section value. I just destroy this section and update the successor and store this value to my successor. Okay, means as we know that this is the successor of 90, this value gets stored in the successor variable, and our critical section 1 get destroyed, and we reach to the critical section 2. And as we are not working under the criticals, we are not updating any variable in the critical section 2, so means we don't work anything in the critical section 2. So I hope you get the solution of this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe our YouTube channel, and share this video with your friends. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.